Good morning, everyone. It is bar exam day 1. I'm a little tired since I didn't sleep very well last night, but oh well, gotta get to it. Day 1 of 2. Guess I'll go take a jog to try and wake up a little bit and get the blood flowing.
Keep the blood flowing.
So it is about 6:45 a.m. here in Chicago. I'll actually be going down to my law school, or at least my former law school, to take the test there, so it's distraction-free. They'll have like an office set up for me. We'll see how that looks. I didn't want to take it at home just because everyone's at home and a lot of noise. I live in an apartment, so people are above me. It's a condo technically, but you don't have as much silence and privacy as you would like during the bar exam, which is 2 days long. It's 2 full days. I'll give a breakdown in a second. But right now I'm going down to the beach to take a jog. It's actually above freezing, which is great since it's been like 0 degrees Fahrenheit for the last couple weeks, seems like. But it just got over freezing yesterday, so some of the snow is starting to melt, so that's great. Though it still is a bit of a winter wonderland. Well, even though it is above freezing and it was yesterday, I guess it got back down below freezing last night, so all the snow melt's kind of a little icy right now, so it's a little hard to run on. But anyways, now that I'm all rejuvenated, it's time to go back, eat breakfast, shave, shower, and try to get to the school by 9 a.m. because that's when the test starts. All right, see you in a second. Geez, all this bathroom B-roll sure would make for a great place for a sponsor, but alas, I don't have one. My channel is too small. So this video is sponsored by the like button. Please smash that like button. That's my sponsorship that I have today. You'd be helping out the channel a lot by doing that, and be sure to subscribe as well while you're down there. We got the Lucky Derek Jeter shirt, always good for test day. Been using this thing since high school. It is my good luck charm. We also got pants and comfy sweater. Wait a second, did you see that? Alright, it's about 8 o'clock. School's about 25 minutes away. Gonna go down Lakeshore Drive and head on down to Chicago Kent, which is in the heart of downtown Chicago.
Later.
Hey guys, I'm recording this after the fact since I'm technically not supposed to have my phone in the test room, and I was planning on filming myself when I was walking from the car to the building, but it actually took me quite a while to get to the parking garage because a bunch of roads were closed right outside the parking garage, and it's a bunch of one-ways once you get downtown, so it got really hectic to where I had to go all the way around the block just to find the entrance to the parking garage. That's normally only a 2-block walk away, but it turned into more like a 5-block walk, which meant that I showed up right at test time and didn't really have any time to not only talk to you guys, but also just settle down a little bit. But anyways, now would be a good time to go over the actual structure of the test. Since it's a 2-day test, the bar exam, at least in Illinois, it is technically different in every state, though most states follow the same or very similar format to this, since this is a sort of universal test that's used by a lot of states, which is a little odd since you're only licensed to practice in the state that you're taking the test in, yet the test ends up being very similar across most states unless they have their own specific sections, which Illinois does not. So here's the schedule. There are 3 parts over 2 days with 8 subsections, totaling 12 hours in total testing across 2 days. The first day is all essays. The second day is all multiple choice. I'm obviously in the first day right now, so what I'm about to take is the multi-state performance test, which is a long essay format where you're actually doing sort of a legal problem as you would, say, in an employment setting. So if I was actually working as an attorney, this would be work similar to what I'd actually be doing. You'll get a set of facts and also a set of law as well, so you don't actually have to know any substantive law, and you have to write something like a memo or a persuasive letter or even a brief to a court, something like that you'll have to do. And that's not really something you can study for, since hopefully you've built up the skills in law school to do that sort of thing, to apply facts to a set of laws and figure out what the outcome is or make some sort of persuasive argument about it. So there's 2 sections of that, and each of those is an hour and a half. Every single section throughout the bar exam is an hour and a half. You get an hour and a half lunch break as well, plus shorter half-hour breaks in between the first and second and in between the third and fourth sections of each day. So after you do the 2 multi-state performance tests, you do the MEE, which I think stands for the multi-state essay exam or something like that. And these are shorter essays, and they are totally about substantive law. And it's a knowledge dump. Really, that's really what it is. You have to know a ton of law about a ton of different subjects, and you get 3 problems per each section. So you get about a half hour to write a short essay about a legal problem. They'll give you a set of facts and then tell you to analyze the legal issues in it, or will give you some sort of slightly more specific prompt, but you got to recall all the law yourself. They're not going to give it to you, and you need to know what the rules are and be able to actually apply the facts to those rules. And the hardest part, definitely, at least for me, is recalling all of the rules, since there's a ton of subjects. I'm going to go ahead and show you all the subjects that you need to know for the MEE, and they'll select 6 of these topics or so. Sometimes they combine them, and that's what you're going to have to know for this section of the test. And there's 2 sections of that, so 3 hours in total across those 2 sections with a half-hour break. The second day is all multiple choice, 50 questions per section, and it's on a slightly less number of subjects than the MEE, but still a large number of subjects and a lot of stuff you got to know, and it is not easy. It's not like the essays where you have to actually recall things from complete memory, but it's not like there's some walk in the park. Yes, you can guess and be correct some of the time, but oftentimes, even if you have a pretty sound analysis, if you're picking the wrong analysis, that answer is probably going to be there. So you're probably running into traps a lot of the time in the multiple choice section, which is really tough. It makes it very difficult. And the part that really makes it difficult is you only have less than 2 minutes to get through each question, and then you have to do that for basically the whole day. So it's kind of exhausting. But to help power me through the day, my beautiful wife, Emily Ann, made sure to provide me with lots of good food. She made me some chicken wraps and left me a note on the box, which was really nice. And then also, this is very important, she made me some cannolis at my request. These are a crucial test food for me. They help keep me energized because they got a lot of sugar in them, and then there's a good amount of fat, and I'll just pretend like there's a lot of protein in the cheese in there. So they are a great test food for me. I don't drink coffee, so stuff like this gives me a lot of energy if I have it, and I feel pretty good through the test. And really the whole goal here is I don't want to get tired. I want to make sure I can take a rally cannoli, take a banana, or whatever it is, and make sure that I'm energized through it. And also, you can't drink during the test. You can't have your water bottle with you. They prohibit that against the rules. So I have to chug my water in between testing sections, and then by the end I definitely need to use the bathroom, but that's how it rolls. Definitely don't want to get dehydrated and then get a headache, because you got to focus on these questions for a very long time, and losing focus can really cost you a lot of time, and then you're out of luck. Now I'm going to fast forward to the end of the day. Now, I had originally planned to show you guys around the building a little bit, since the Chicago-Kent campus, if you can call it that, it's really an office building that's actually being used as a school instead. It has some nice facilities in it, including a really nice library. But the cool part of the library, which is on the second floor of the 2-floor library, was actually closed. So I'll have to try and swing by tomorrow when it's open during the day. But anyway, Chicago-Kent is in the heart of downtown. You can actually see the Sears Tower from just a couple blocks away. Granted, you can kind of see the Sears Tower from almost anywhere in the city because it's so huge. Oh, and pardon me, I still say Sears Tower, even though it's technically the Willis Tower, but I grew up calling it the Sears Tower, and it's going to be hard to shake that habit. But I'll try to get some more footage of the library and stuff tomorrow, so stay tuned for vlog episode number 2. So after arriving at the building at around 9, taking the test, and during the day also consuming my rally cannolis to power me through it, I finished at about 5:30 p.m., and that wrapped up day 1 of the bar exam. And now the following footage is me leaving the building and heading back to my car and going over the test. Oh, here, now I could show you guys what I mean about the road closed. You can see over there all those road signs. Well, yeah, here, let me zoom in. Yeah, see, like, so I can't walk over here because all the sidewalks are closed, and that is the straight shot to my parking. So I had to go like 3 blocks this way, and that added like 10 minutes to my walk, which is 10 minutes I did not have this morning. But to save you the trouble magically of having to walk with me, I'll appear in my car in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, all right, I'm back. That was quite the trip. It's a little cold out still at night. I really can't wait for the summer, even though it was something like 45 degrees today, which is fantastic given that it's still February. But anyways, I guess a recap on the day. Here, let me stop talking from so far away. Recap on the day. The first couple sections in the morning were the long essays that weren't based on substance. They were based on you applying facts they give to you. The first one of those, I did okay on, I think. I was a little pressed for time towards the end, unfortunately. I didn't pace myself too well on it. I can't really talk about substance on the test, unfortunately, because, they tell you can't. It's all confidential. So I can't give you really many details beyond just my general feeling. The first one was okay, maybe a little bit below average, I'll just assume. The second section, I felt like I did really well on. Timing was great. I thought I structured a really nice essay. It read well, and it applied all the facts they gave me and law that it gave me. So I think that one was probably above average, I would think. Hard to judge since I don't really know what I'm going up against there. I don't have a lot of data on what a good one of those looks like. But as for the next two sections that were that different test, the other essays, the short, like 30-minute essays about particular areas of law that I had to recall and apply all these rules to a different set of facts, but they don't actually give you the rules. You have to remember them. So it's kind of a law dump in a way. You just got to know you got to know as much as possible about a bunch of different little issues and hope that they give you the ones that are the ones that you actually are comfortable with and know, which if you're a machine would be every single area of law, but that's just kind of impossible. It's just so much law. The first section, so the first 3 essays of those that I did in the afternoon, were pretty good. I'm trying to recall exactly what they were, but I remember 1 I felt pretty good about, and then 2 I felt kind of meh or a little bit below average about. And I have a better grasp on what I think that they were looking for there. I feel like I've gotten good at spotting the issues, but it's still the test of knowing what the actual law is on those issues. That's still very hard to do with just so many different practice areas. So I probably did around average on that section, and average would be passing. So, I mean, that's what I'm going for. And then the second round of that, so the last round, the 4th round, I felt good about 1 in the second batch of those short essays, and felt pretty meh again about 2 of the others. Which, I mean, if that's what I'm doing, I'm getting 2 average or slightly below average, and then 1 pretty well above average on each of those 3s, then I should be pretty good. I just need to get in the top 75% of the people taking the test to pass. So that's what I'm going for, I guess. But that's only 1/2 of the test. Still have 1 more day of testing tomorrow. That is all multiple choice. And the bar exam vlog episode 2 will be airing tomorrow. Man, we are almost there. So close. Almost there. Almost there. I'm so excited to almost be done with this, and man, I really want to make sure I pass. So as long as I can do what I think I should be able to do on multiple choice, based on all the practice I've done on those, I should be able to pass, but we'll see. If I had a bad essay day, it won't really matter how well I do on the multiple choice, unless I do amazing, which, I mean, I'd kind of need a miracle there to do amazing. As long as I do pretty good, I should be in good shape. Anyways, enough of that. Like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Till next time.